At times, the NBA, especially this season, has felt very boring and repetitive to watch. This is mainly due to teams switching their game plans to just chucking up as many threes as humanly possible. This is because chucking threes all game long is unfortunately the most effective way to play basketball. It simply comes down to the fact that 3 points are worth more than 2 points. And no, I don't think the NBA should shorten the length of the regular season, as even when the NBA was in its prime in terms of watchability and even ratings wise, the season was still the full 82 games. It's not the length of the season that is the issue. The issue lies in how hard it is as a fan to stay connected game after game when every game the fan watches just seems to be the same thing, with the only thing that changes game after game being the final score. So why should a casual fan want to watch the full game when they can just wait a couple hours and check the final score on the NBA app? The NBA just needs to try and find a way to make each and every game more enjoyable and less predictable on a game-to-game basis. So how can the NBA fix this issue? Well, that's what we're gonna go over in today's video. I have come up with 3 different rule changes that could help fix some of the NBA's biggest issues and make the NBA not only a better product to watch, but an easier product to watch. Speaking of making the NBA an easier product to watch, the NBA needs to fix their massive streaming issues. Not only is the NBA's League Pass 175 Aussie dollars for the standard version with ads, but if you want to have more than 3 devices logged in at a single time, or you want to multi-watch more than one game at once, you need to hand over 220 Aussie dollars. And that's not even the worst it gets, because at least here in Australia, when I buy League Pass, I can watch every game for every team, but that's not the case if you live in the United States, so I shouldn't complain too much. I'm sure if you live in the United States, you know about this very well. But if you buy League Pass in the US, you don't even get full access to every NBA game. This is thanks to the NBA's TV deals with American broadcasting companies such as ESPN and TNT, just to name a few. So if you wanted to get full access to every NBA game, not only do you need a League Pass subscription, but you will also need to cash out on all of these cable subscriptions from all of these different TV companies. So hey, I guess I shouldn't complain too much about League Pass being crazy expensive in Australia, because at least I get access to every game from every team without having to buy any other streaming services to watch the NBA. Let's talk about the corner 3. Sure, it's exciting when it goes in, but let's be real, it's broken as hell. At the moment, the corner 3 is about the only thing teams are shooting. Yes, it's the most effective and best way to score due to the fact that the corner 3 is shorter than any other 3-point shot on the court, but the NBA as a product is definitely not as fun to watch when teams are just jacking up these corner 3s. Due to all these reasons, teams have exploited the corner 3 to death. Removing the corner 3 would force teams to get more creative with not only their 3-point shots, but with their shots inside the 3-point arc as well. Instead of endless spacing behind the line and 3-point shot chucking, would hopefully see a return of mid-range artistry, post play, and hopefully an overall balance between all levels of basketball. Imagine the league goes back to a league where strategy matters more than just jacking up threes. That's something we as fans haven't really had for the past 10 or so years. You don't need to remove the 3-point line altogether. That's too much of a change and will send the NBA backwards. Just remove the corners and the 3-point line will become balanced. Finally, we've got to talk about officiating. Nothing kills the vibe of a game faster than bad calls and unnecessary tech fouls. You can even get a tech foul for clapping these days. It's downright ridiculous. So what's the solution? The NBA needs to stop being petty and train referees to prioritize the flow of the game and some of the fun of basketball. Only call techs for actual unsportsmanlike behavior, such as fighting or rude comments towards refs and or opposing players. They should not receive a tech for something like showing some emotion such as clapping your hands after committing a foul. Basketball is a passionate game. The players play basketball not just for the contracts, but because for their love and passion for the game. So of course players are gonna show some emotion when something doesn't go their way. The tech foul is there for when players go too far with their emotional reactions. But things like clapping or stomping their feet should not be called for a tech foul. Also, how about more transparency? Let's mic up the refs or have a live broadcast of their decision-making processes. Let fans see what goes through the refs' heads when they hand out these techs, and make them have to give an explanation for the reasoning behind handing out a tech foul. Fans deserve to know what's going on in those refs' heads when they make those decisions. So there you have it. 3 rule changes that could save the NBA in my opinion. Fix streaming, remove the corner 3, and clean up the officiating. Do you agree with my takes? Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Thanks for watching and goodbye.